Well, folks, it's that time of year. It's time for the Peace on Earth Holiday Fill of Doom. The 2022 Peace on Earth Holiday Fill of Doom. And I've got a spicy one for you today. I'm going to give you, the basic pattern, a basic structure, and then several variations, of course, so that you can make this a whole thing. Make it a whole thing, It'll sound like this. That's where we're headed, and here's how it works. So at the beginning, in the end, we've got the same exact thing, happily, and it's basically a paradiddle-diddle plus an extra para. So you're going to go paradiddle-diddle para. That's going to take up a full quarter note, right? And then let's just go ahead and practice smacking the snare drum for a backbeat right after that. Those accents on the paras are going to come in handy. And then this same exact sticking at the end is going to take place, but it's going to be on the snare drum. So we're going to start and end on the snare drum, put the accents there, and then we're going to end on a crash. So paradiddle-diddle, para, So we've got half our fill already sorted, right? This is beat 1 to 2. Well, if we're thinking 16 notes, beat 1 to 3, beat 3 to 1, and if we're thinking 2-bar fill, just to make it easier to notate. But it looks like, or it sounds like, all right, so let's fill up the middle bit here. So luckily, the middle bit is also going to be the same pattern repeated, but that's not necessarily going to make things easy. This is the hard part. This is the filling. This is the filling. If those are the simple white bread buns of the sandwich, this is the roast beef, the sauerkraut, a little bit of mayo, some pickles, a little bit of Grey Poupon on there, and it sounds like this. So we're going to get into it. It's going to be. Carry it out. So basically there's a lot of threes going on here. That's all you need to know. When we get to the snare drum, check it, cut like we've already done. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to play right, left, left. First group of 3. Right, left, left. So if we just plug that in there, this is our launch pad into the threes. And again. And from there, it's conceptually easy, but it requires a little bit of independence. We're going to play kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left over and over again until we get to the end bit. So we're going to go from there. Right? So kick, we're going kick, ghost on the right-hand snare drum, left hand on the hi-hat. So that's going to go. So we're going. And there it is. Let me figure out where that kick drum comes in. The of 3. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and. I think that would be a good thing in practice right now. We're going to just sing the beginning and the end. We're going to come in on the of 3, and we're going to play kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left, whatever it is, to the snare. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and. 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into. Let's do the same thing and add the end bit. So let's get all the way to 1. 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into. One E into 2 E into 3 E into. And now I think we might be ready. Let's plug it all in. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Happily, this fill can actually repeat, right? It's fairly easy to keep looping like I was just doing. So that is the fill. That's the sort of basic structure of what we're doing. And we can really think of it as there's really 3 things going on that we need to keep track of. There's the paradiddle-diddle-para at the beginning and the end. There's a right, left, left after the first one. And then we go kick right, left, kick right, left, kick right, left, kick right, left, to fill in the jelly of the donut, if you will. Or the, what's a Christmas version of that? It's the Hershey's Kiss and those peanut butter cookies, you know? Okay, anyways. It's the folded up cream and your boule de Noël. Bouche de Noël? The Christmas log. I should know that. Jean-Pierre Bouvet doesn't know that. But anyways, this is where things get cool. We're going to add some variations. So, variations. Let's think about the sort of most fertile place for adding variations here is going to be those kick right lefts. Because kick right left, we can basically, move our hands kind of wherever, make something an accent or a ghost note, and get a ton of variety. And that's not only going to affect the orchestration of the melody, is going to give us a chance to change the melody, right? So if I play all of those hands as ghost notes, for example, 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into, we actually hear the kick drum as the melody, dunk dunk dunk. But if I make my right hand accents, 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into, the melody changes now. Doo-ka, boo-pa, boo-pa, boo-pa. If I make both hands melodies on the snare drum, accents on the snare drum, 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into, then actually the snare becomes the melody. We hear ka-ka, 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 and the kick drum sort of plays a supporting role, where the kick drum before was the melody. So now we've got an inverse melody. We have an additional different melody that we can get out of what is effectively the same exact sticking. And this is always very exciting when we can do this, because melodic variation is the thing that comes across as the most significant or the biggest change, right, of variation. Right? You can play it on this tom or this tom. It's the same melody on a different tom. Not a big change. But if you're actually changing the melody, that's a lot, right? So if you can come up with a few variations that actually have different melodies built into them, then you could actually, sort of loop this fill, if you will, or play it 4 times in the same song, and it would sound like a different fill every time. It wouldn't sound like the same fill that you played on different toms or on the Bell of the Ride. It sound like a different actual fill because it is, right? The melody is what strikes the audience, is what matters. Melody is what matters, as I always say. Anyways, so let's look at things we could do with those kick right lefts going on. So the first thing Let's first just mess with dynamics. So we go 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into. Yeah, so like add an accent in there somewhere. I'm doing it on sort of the third one, I think. 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into. I plug that into the whole fill. So add a right-hand accent. You can explore down the grid, look at the transcription here, and just say, I'm going to accent that one now. What does it sound like? And then we can think about, what's the left hand doing? The left hand can accent too, right? In this case, let's accent. I think I was just doing the third and the fifth time. So 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into. No, I think the second and the fourth time. 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into. Can we combine those two ideas? So the snare was on the third, so it'd be like 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into. 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into. Okay, let's think about orchestration, because we're already there. You could hit something else. The left hand, those accents, or any hi-hat, could be a bell, let's say. You could actually move that down to a snare. So you could take a look at your left hand and say, where can it play? It could do an open hi-hat, it could be a bell, it could be a crash, it could be a tom, it could be a snare accent. And in the snare accents, when you, or I should say in general, when you bring up a ghost note on the left hand up to an accent, again, you're changing the melody. This is substantial. This is important. So the left hand orchestration, accent or ghost note, big deal. Right hand orchestration, same deal. What if we just move it to the toms? All of them, accents on the toms. Sounds fine and dandy. Now let's just do some of those accents on the toms and return the other ones to the snare drum for ghost notes. Let's move that left hand back over to the hi-hat. Right hand to the hi-hat. Okay, so anyway, we're starting to see the potential sort of bloom here. We've got left hand can move around, can be a ghost note or an accent, but the pattern is identical, sticking is identical. The right hand can move around and play toms, play ghost notes on the snare, play accents on the snare. It can even come over here. It could play a bell, which we didn't even talk about. Both hands can play bells. After you play the bells, put instead of a kick drum, a left foot. Left foot replaces the kick drum. And then do more bells. Okay, that's an option. Now let's take our last step with the threes. We're playing kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, left. It could be kick, left, right. We could alternate into a different thing. I don't think, for now, just since we're doing this, it's fun. It's the Peace on Earth Holiday Fill of Doom 2022. I don't think you need to do all this left, right. Just pick like one. Pick a right, left, make it a left, right. See what happens with the melody. I'm taking the second kick right left and making a kick left right. That's a good one. You could do two consecutive in a row. Them. Anyways, you can switch your hands around and you don't have to change them anywhere. Change the sticking, the melody changes a little, more variation, but you can also, when you switch it left, right, now you can also, of course, orchestrate. So if I do that same, so the second one is kick left, right, and let me orchestrate my right hand down somewhere. Cool. All right, so tons of variation. Again, the meat, the middle of this fill, the kick right left, that is the most fertile area for adding variations and getting a lot of melodic difference. But let's not forget the buns here. Let's not forget that beautiful potato roll that we got going on, and that holiday Christmas potato roll. And think about what we can do there. So basically, we got a few less options here, I think, which is good because we've already got a lot of options. But we're playing a paradiddle-diddle-para. And I think all we want to think about right now is really orchestration. So we could go para-diddle-diddles on the snare. Right? A lot of times I like to divide the para between right and left here. Especially at the end. But you could do it at the beginning. Move the second para to the snare and you'd have you can just kind of move your hands around, whatever combination you want while you're playing para-diddle-diddle-para. Keep it the same. Right, so snare hat, para, diddle, snare, diddle, hi-hat. Para and then diddle diddle on the snare. Hi-hat for the para. Anyways, guys, you see where this is going. So you can do the exact same thing at the tail end because again, the beginning and the end are identical. So you can think about how you're orchestrating those. Can you orchestrate them around the kid? You can a little bit. But anyways, that, folks, is the Peace on Earth and Good Tidings to Mankind Holiday Fill of Doom for 2022. And I just want to say thanks for a great year. It's been a really big year for JP Bouvet Method. A lot of great things have happened. A lot of students are making great progress, and I feel like I've been able to get to know my students a lot better this year, and form closer relationships, both with them as people and with their drumming. So I feel like I'm able to do a lot more this year as a teacher, and I'm really grateful for that. So I have a lot to be grateful for as the year wraps up, and this community and everything we do here, and the back and forth, and this sort of online mentorship, and all of it is really special to me. It's a big part of my life, and it's one of the best parts of my life. So I'm grateful every day. I'm especially grateful today, and I hope this fill is something fun to mess around with and ring in the new year. All right, happy holidays, y'all. Talk to you soon.